Hi, my name is Rich LaFurgy, and I'd like to take you through the journey that I'm making rehabbing my left shoulder, which was operated on in the beginning of January or about 9 weeks ago. I'm ahead by a couple of different weeks in my active mobility or range of motion. So if you look at what I can do in terms of my left arm, in terms of getting it back, getting it up to the side, that's actually pretty good according to my doctor and the physical therapist. And the three things that I've been doing that people want to know about in terms of, why is it working? Well, I'm really doing three things that I call SIM: sweat, ice, and mobilize. This isn't brain surgery, but it's a good, helpful review for people in terms of how to get back in the performance athletics field in terms of being able to use your operative shoulder. So every single day I get a sweat on. It is something that my orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Kevin Stone, has said to do from the second day after your operation is get a sweat going, get the good hormones repairing your own body. That's super, super important. The second thing is to ice, and I ice in the morning and I ice uh, before I go to sleep. That's really, really important to keep that whole area moving and flushing itself. And I've been doing it since day one, and I'm going to continue to do it as I go through the next phase where I start using weight uh, at month 3. And then the third area is to mobilize. This consists of a couple of different things. Number one, it's doing the physical therapy on your own that your physical therapist tells you to do. So you got to really be consistent about that, and that's something that even takes priority over your own workout. The second thing is to see a physical therapist 2 to 3 times a week, especially important in the early phases to mobilize your tissues. But then once you start to get into the second month where you're doing passive mobility, where your physical therapist is moving your arm in the right sort of areas, um, that's incredibly important because the physical therapist is going to be able to get you to an end range of motion that you won't be able to get on your own. Once you start to get to active uh, mobility, where you're actually moving the arm on your own, your physical therapist is still going to be incredibly important to get you again to that active end range that's so important, where the end of the rainbow goes in terms of being able to do snatches and being able to do muscle ups, typically around month 6. Um, it's important to do sim, to sweat, ice, and mobilize daily. It's really important. Some other stuff that has been helpful for me, obviously, um, is this thing, which is a sling, which is made by Incrediwear, and you put it into your over your shoulder, and you can tighten it up. What this does is it lifts up your shoulder, and the makers claim that it increases circulation when you wear it directly on your skin. So that's a company called Incrediwear. The other must-have that you're going to want is some sort of icing system, whether that's reusable ice gel packs, the Game Ready that you're going to have post surgery in many cases, or there's a company called Squid. The nice to have stuff that I've been doing, we have an infrared sauna at home that helps a lot. Stim is a good alternative to icing. So these are the things that are super important in getting you to a good space. And the other thing that I'll add is that if you are a performance athlete in strength and conditioning, what you're going to want to start to do, in addition to building up your core and your legs as you're not able to use your operative arm in those first few months, you're going to want to really build your non-operative arm so that once this comes back online, you'll be able to handle that extra stress that your non-operative arm is going to receive by working out. Uh, I'm using a remote physical therapist, Dr. Chris Garcia, and that's his approach to actually getting a performance athlete back to the level that you want to get back to. So again, Rich LaFurgey, 9 weeks out, things are good. If you want to ask me any questions, I'm at rich@archeradvisors.com. Thank you.